Biggity boom, we're live. I'm over here at Wilde Lake in Columbia, and it's been raining all day, even though it wasn't supposed to rain. I got my GoPro with me, but I already know how it's gonna go. I'm not expecting a very, very productive day. I'm out here chilling with the subs. I'm gonna try to get on some topwater fish. Gonna try to throw a trick worm around. I'm down for whatever. Like I said, it was raining all day today. I'm not expecting a whole lot. Just gonna hang out, have a good time, chill with you guys, bullshit around, and have a good day. It's Sunday night. We got the struggle of work coming up tomorrow. It's the middle of the summer. Fishing's been less than productive. Hey, what's up, man? We got the struggle coming up Monday. We're gonna conserve our energy. We're gonna do our thing. We're gonna enjoy ourselves as much as possible because the summer is fleeting. We're gonna catch as many fish as we possibly can. Because hey, we're free. We live in the greatest country on the face of the planet. We're blessed enough to have nice stuff like kayaks. Got all those good fishing around us because we're in the old line state in Maryland, which has its problems, but also has some nice moments. We got the outdoors. What else more can we want? So, like I said, we're at Wilde Lake. The fish a place I've fished plenty of times before. I killed over here about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Oh yeah? Out there in Salisbury, huh? I was just out there yesterday, but I didn't stop in Salisbury, man. I was out there fishing in Ocean City. Ocean City was a struggle yesterday. Morning bite was horrendous. I'll probably talk about that in a little bit. I was out fishing in Ocean City, and in Delaware yesterday. I didn't necessarily have a great day, but my son Justin caught his first blackfish, aka tautog, aka tog, which was pretty cool. I actually hadn't caught togs this early in the season, so to make that happen, that was pretty badass. I was excited about that. Yeah, you know what, man? I don't know what's going on. I swear to God, and it is a rarity. I have not seen a bluefish one this year. Hey, Portia, what's up, girl? How's shit on the mean streets of the Smithsonian? Everything good in DC? I ain't seen you in a couple years. Still up here in Maryland living my best life. I am moving over to Delaware though. I'm going over to the Eastern Shore. I'm getting ready to be a shore billy, like my buddy Steve calls them. Because, you know, people live over here. Some of them are elitists. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to move over to the Eastern Shore. I want a slower pace. I want to live around simpler stuff. The zoo. Are you still working over there? You guys, Portia, are you still working at the zoo after all that stuff that happened with the shutdown and all that? Really? Caught huge blues on spot? That's crazy, man. I mean, not crazy they'd eat spot, because bluefish are in the tuna family. They pretty much eat everything. But it's just crazy. I've never seen anyone live line spot for them, normally because it's not necessary. Normally bluefish just smoke or whatever. They come in and they kill it. Oh, you got fish breaking top water. P, whatever you got planned, I know you're getting ready to do your thing. You're motivated. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You want to go run your own stuff, or you want to be over there at the zoo and become a keeper, or whatever it is you feel like you want to do, I know you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I got a lot of faith in you. And you know what, brother? Surprisingly enough, I ain't seen a bluefish get caught this year. I mean, I really haven't. It's freaking ridiculous. Wow, really? I'll tell you what happened yesterday, man. And it's time consuming. Brace yourself. And the first part was uneventful. So I woke up at like 5 in the morning. The expert fish woman, the cutie girlfriend, she woke up at like 5. She woke my ass up. So we got out there. I know you, P. I see you, P. I see you. We woke up at like 5 and went out there. My wife likes to go to a breakfast spot in Fenwick Island. The name right now escapes me. It's a breakfast place. It's real popular. And we stopped and got some Gatorade. We drove south through Ocean City. And then we went to the seawall, on the north side of the seawall, right where we normally go. Right over there by the benches away from the parking lot. Almost as far away to the parking lot towards the hotel side. And I didn't see anyone catch a fish. I saw a lot of fish. I saw a lot of boats fishing. I saw a lot of boats fishing the south side jetty, the Assateague Island side. I saw a lot of that. I saw them basically doing the same stuff on the Assateague side that we were trying to do on the other side. So we had a lot of boats that would pull out to the outside of the inlet, and they would try to catch the drift on the incoming tide and fish right off the rocks for fluke. And not only did I see any fluke get caught, I didn't see anyone catch anything, period. And the whole morning went like that. Then I told the expert fish woman, aka cutie girlfriend, the wife, I was like, yo, let's run up to Delaware. Let's go fish Indian River, because we both got Delaware licenses. We're getting ready to roll to Delaware. And we ain't really fished Indian River or really Delaware, period, too much. So I'm like, let's go check it out. So we go up there. I saw a dude catch a spadefish, which is the first time I'd seen anyone catch a spadefish, period. I saw a guy do it, which that was pretty cool. And then around like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, the tide switched. When it switched from like incoming hard to going out, man, them fish got active. My wife started picking up oyster toad crackers, which is nothing really to write home about, but you know, they were eating. So fish started to eat. And then the boats started coming over. We were on the north side of Indian River Inlet. The boats started coming over, and they started pitching live line and spots over there by that seawall on the east side of the bridge, like over there by the Coast Guard compound. I started watching them catch, you know, high 20 stripers and stuff like that. So really? That's cool, man. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use spot to catch flounder, to catch fluke, but I'm not saying it couldn't be done. I mean, there are some big fluke out there, especially like the farther north you go. Because I grew up fishing like in Jersey and like Montauk Point, Long Island and stuff like that. And I had my uncle and my father and them. They used to go up and fish Quincy Bay in Massachusetts, and I've seen pictures of like doormat fluke get caught, like 10, 12 pounders. Like we had this old brown garbage can that was about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet tall. And I got a picture of my Uncle Joe holding this fluke up where it's bigger than the garbage can, and it's like, it's up to his hip or whatever. And then once they ate the fish or whatever, he kept the jaw on this thing. Damn, the jaw on the fluke, man, was like that. So I know they get huge. I've seen them huge. Now, I've never caught a fluke that big. Outdoor life in Oklahoma, man. What's up, brother? Portia, you guys got snakeheads in the exhibit in the National Zoo? That's crazy. I would bet you anything. Matter of fact, I know for a fact. Yeah, you know what, man? If I could find them, man, I'll post them. I'll post them on Instagram. I bet my mother's got the pictures. She's still living up there in Jersey. I bet she's got them. But you know what? I guarantee you there's snakeheads in Rock Creek. I guarantee you they're in there, because I know there's snakeheads in Potomac, and since Rock Creek is tidal and runs in Potomac, it only makes sense that snakeheads are in there. Snakeheads are literally everywhere nowadays, Portia. They are everywhere. And snakeheads are in Columbia now. They're over here in Lake Elkhorn and stuff like that. They're freaking all over the place. It's ridiculous. You can't get away from it. And I've had many conversations with DNR and a bunch of other wildlife folks and researchers. What the hell is that eating? That's crazy. I wish I could switch the camera and show you guys what I'm looking at. there's a school of minnows getting punished by something, or whatever it is, they don't want this frog. But yeah, snakeheads are freaking everywhere, and they don't seem to have the environmental impact that most people thought that they were going to have. Not that they're not having an impact, because that would just be a lie. But I don't think they're having that much impact. And you know what? They're fun to catch when they want to eat. And they are a really tasty fish. If you guys haven't had a chance to eat a northern snakehead, I recommend it, man, because they are tasty. Yeah, you know what? Probably is crappie. I don't know though, man. I didn't think, Wild Lake, I still see them. They're banging all over the place. I didn't know Wild Lake had crappie. If I knew Wild Lake had crappie and I thought I had the opportunity to catch some, I probably would have brought my lighter gear. I'm gonna go with the trick worm, natural colors. Let me see if I can get whatever that is to eat. And I got big patches of hydrilla on this side over here, so I'm just gonna kind of throw this finesse worm, this trick worm. I wish there was a way for you guys to look at what I'm looking at. Oh, you know what? Let me see if this thing will turn. Oh, it does turn. Look at that. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by. There we go. Look. That's what I'm looking at right there. More pop. There it is. See those patches of hydrilla? Like, you really can see it. I'm going to take this trick worm, which is what I normally do in these lakes off Columbia, and I'm gonna run it and fish finesse off those little patches of hydrilla. Gulp minnows. Yeah, man, I don't have any gulp minnows. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. If I had it, I would have brought my lighter stuff. I might have brought my rod that I have with like 4-pound test on it. That was pretty cool. I don't know how that worked. Did that work okay for you guys? Were you able to, like, when I turned the camera, were you able to see the hydrilla and everything I'm talking about and see what I'm working with? Did that work for you guys? Were you able to make any of that out? I don't know how the reception is. Yeah, it's... Oh, man. Russell, I've fished Elkhorn many times. I just don't fish it well. Elkhorn is one of those places where, and people definitely they definitely put a kayak over there. And they definitely fish that place. You see that happen a lot in the morning. A lot of people fishing Elkhorn in the morning by kayak, especially like deep in the summer like we are, because it's just so damn hot. And then when the hydrilla is healthy in Elkhorn, a lot of people basically just doing this. And a lot of people fishing topwater too. I know they do it. I mean, a lot of people are successful topwater in Lake Elkhorn. Lake Elkhorn is actually like my home lake from where we're at right now. I mean, it's literally like right there. So there are a lot of people fishing Elkhorn. I don't fish in Elkhorn a lot because I just don't do well there. I never do well. Centennial is probably like 10 minutes away from me, and supposedly there's huge bass in there, but I gotta be honest with you, I never have any luck in Centennial either. I just get skunked there. Centennial is always a massive problem for me. And I know people have caught a bunch of big fish over there, but it's not my case, man. And it's just where I'm living at now geographically in Columbia. I got a better chance of fishing freshwater just because I love to fish with my kayak. I have such a good time doing this. I love to take the kayak out. But man, I just have a hard time getting out. Yeah, you know what, man? It's I don't think it's even the frogs. It's just, I mean, I've caught tons of fish. There's snakeheads in there now in Elkhorn. I've caught fish topwater. I haven't done it a lot, but I've caught fish off topwater, and it's all been with frogs. I'll tell you where you have an issue. You have an issue with top waters with exposed hooks, like whopper ploppers and stuff like that. I always have an issue with those over there because there's so much crap in the water. Now, if you're going to fish topwater in Elkhorn, there's really two places to go in Elkhorn where you fish topwater. And it's both places that are really shallow, and they're both in pockets. The first one is over there by the boat launch, over by that dock, if you're familiar with Lake Elkhorn. There's like a boat launch and a dock and like a public parking area. right off of that road, and I wish I could remember what the hell the road was. But that's a good place to fish topwater. It's a good place to fish really anything weedless. As long as you're weedless, you're good. There's a bunch of fish because there's like aerators over there, and you can do it over there without much of an issue. And there is a lot of bait fish over there. There's tons of bluegills. The other place where I really been successful in fishing elkhorn, period, is the far north side. The far north side is where the fish go to spawn, and it is very shallow. Like in the spring, you can see all the places where they've been spawning, and it is really shallow over there on the edges, and there's pads, and then there's spots like right in the middle on the north side where it gets deep. Like it's almost looked like there was a creek or stream there, and then they dredged it to make the lake. And then there's a runoff in the same general area too, where there's a back pond where it spills into it. So over there is a really good spot, especially when you do topwater, because fish can cover that whole vantage point and they can see very far. Normally on that side of the lake too, it's also really clear. I know a lot of people fish the south side of Lake Elkhorn. I've had like success over there when I fish like jerk baits and stuff like that. I usually do good with that kind of stuff, and that's, you know, jerk baits comes later in the season, anything kind of jerk bait. Like I like the shadow wrap shad, that's a good one. I'll fish flukes and stuff like that. And that's because it's deep water. It's right over there by a dam. But anyway, yeah, Ocean City yesterday. Ocean City yesterday for me was a bust. Indian River Inlet, we started picking up fish. I have not seen a bluefish all year, saltwater. I mean, it's just been ridiculous. I don't know what's going on, man. Bluefish, when I was growing up in Jersey, bluefish were like literally everywhere. Yeah, you're welcome, Russell, man. Good luck, bro. Hope you do better than I do over there, because I just have such a hard time in the Lake Elkhorn. That place just kicks my ass constantly. But Indian River Inlet was good. I did catch my first blackfish of the year, tog. My son Justin caught a blackfish yesterday, and he caught a striper. And there were a bunch of small sea bass caught, and like I said, my wife caught like 4 or 5 oyster toadfish, which are not good to eat and not really fun to catch either. They look like freaking gremlins. If you've never seen what an oyster toadfish looks like, picture like a gigantic toad tadpole. Yeah, no, Justin was hyped. He was doing that Fortnite dance or whatever, you know what I mean, let the kids do. But have you ever seen an oyster toadfish? They look like a gigantic tadpole. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, that's what it seems like to me. And don't get me wrong, I don't like to eat bluefish. I think bluefish are gross. I know people out there like it. I don't like to eat it, but I do like to catch it. They are a fun fish to catch. But oyster toadfish looks like a gigantic version of a toad tadpole with like razor sharp teeth in their mouth. I mean, it looks like a freaking gremlin. It is a gross, crazy looking fish. But, you know, anything's better than nothing when you're struggling out there. And like I said, early in the day it was a struggle, and then later in the day when the tide switched, it was good. Yeah, Justin was very excited about his first fish. You know what, man? I have never fished, and I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm talking about the 50 bridge in OC. I've been over that bridge a million times, and I know I have a lot of people I know out here in Maryland that like fish that bridge religiously, like Hook Junkie. Hook Junkie fishes that bridge a lot, and I have guys I know that have told me tons of ways to catch blues and stuff like that, and then they catch, togs off of those pilings, and they go out there at night and they catch big stripers at night in the summertime. And I've never done it. And part of the reason why I've never done it is because normally when I go to OC, I'm with my wife and my kids, and my wife does not want to be on the bridge, period, and she doesn't want to have people walking past us and everything else, and she doesn't want to have the kids out there on the bridge. I know there's a fence up there and everything, but, you know, underneath the lights, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've heard it a million times, man. I haven't done it. Most of the time when I fish Ocean City, it's either on the seawall. I used to go to the Pay Pier all the time, but those guys pissed me off at the end of last year. That's a long story I don't want to get into. Those guys pissed me off, but I used to go there all the time. There's a free fishing pier that's down a little bit. Sometimes we'll go get a boat from like Bahama Maria. You know what, dude? I don't really understand the point of catching shad. Like, I know it looks like a lot of fun, but I don't know, man. You can't use them for bait. You can't eat them. I don't really understand what the appeal to catching shad is. I mean, convince me I'm wrong, man. If you know what's going on with shad and why you like catching shad, I mean, try and convince me, man, because I'm just not feeling it, bro. Not my thing. Try to get away from this side over here. I'm not seeing anything move anymore. I got fish jumping in the middle of the lake. I'm really only equipped for top water and finesse. I don't have any of my stuff I usually throw crankbaits with. I got fish jumping. Yeah, shad's not really my thing, man. The bluefish, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I was growing up in New Jersey, and we were fishing like Jersey and New York waters. Hey, man, listen, if it's your thing and you like shad and it's nostalgic for you, brother, hey, man, more power to you. You can have all my shad that I was going to catch, because personally, I personally am just not into it. You like doing it, brother? Do it away. Do your thing. But bluefish, man, you used to catch bluefish all the time. You used to be trying to basically catch anything but bluefish and still catch bluefish. Bluefish used to be thick, man. I remember, it is not that long ago too, like 15, 20 years ago, going out to Montauk Point and trying to use diamond jigs to catch stripers like in the fall. And the blues were so thick, you literally see like 2 or 3 football fields of just fins and tails, because bluefish are straight up feeding frenzy, and they're just murderizing whatever fish that are on the bottom. They're just killing it. And then you're trying to get to the stripers, because they're on the other school too, because the bluefish are feeding on menhaden or some kind of school of something. You see the birds diving and all that. And we try to get with a diamond jig underneath the bluefish, and like you drop it and it's dropping, and then bam, you got a bluefish. Yeah, the regs have changed. Again, when I was growing up, there didn't used to be any kind of limit to bluefish, period, man. You caught them, you could keep them. Didn't matter if they were cocktail blues, like we used to call them, or snapper blues, or those gorilla blues we used to catch all the time. I don't know, man. I haven't caught any, period. Normally, I would be out in like Ocean City and I'd be like fluke fishing, which means I'd have like a bucktail and gulp on there, and I'd be like swimming in the current, or I'd throw it and it'd be on a drop, and a bluefish would eat it. You know what I mean? It would be by accident. And it'd be broad daylight, and you'd find a school of blues and you just kill them. Now, I haven't seen anyone, period. And I didn't know until 3 or 4 years ago they started putting limits on bluefish. I mean, in terms of how many you could catch, how many you could eat. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of them. Really? Drop it down that far up? That's crazy. You guys missed it. I was on my kayak last week. Yeah, I could see that. Bluefish are real oily. They get a really strong taste. They're humid. I could see how a fish would dig that. Hey! I was talking to I had a little kid named Ethan that was asking me questions on my kayak when I was putting my boat in earlier, and he was just yelling from across the lake. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Now, you guys missed it last week. I was live streaming from my boat, and I put my boat in over by Annapolis. If you guys are familiar with Jonas Green Park, and it's right there on Severn River. And this little boat, this little plastic tub I'm fishing with, it does not like the rollers, like 1-2 foot rollers. It was not cool. Yeah, you know what, bro? Struggled 2015. I can't do it, man. I've heard that before. I grew up I have like post-traumatic stress disorder. My mother used to try to feed me like bluefish when I was a kid. My dad used to like it, and I've tried them fried. My mother used to like make bluefish parmesan out of them. Like she would take them, and same thing, she would skin them. Well, they would flame, they'd skin them. She would take the red meat, and I've heard different stories about what the red meat is. I've heard that they're iodine deposits and they're mercury deposits, and that's where the oil comes from, and you got to cut them out, and that's where the fishy taste come from. She would cut all that stuff out where the meat was just, gray or whatever. And then she would deep fry it. She put like marinara sauce on it and mozzarella cheese, like chicken or meatball parm, okay? And then she would throw it in the oven. It'd be nice and crispy, and it'd be nice and, flaky and everything. And it'd taste like, you'd think like, oh, it's going to taste like chicken parm. It doesn't. It still tastes horrible, bro. I can't do it. I tried it. Yeah, man, you got to try it. I was going to do it at one point. I was like, oh, I should do a YouTube. I should make bluefish parm or whatever, make a YouTube out of it. You know what I mean? And I was going to make it for my father, because my dad's like 68 and he doesn't cook. And he talks about like how much he liked the bluefish parm, and I was like, yeah, it'd be good for my dad. I gotta find some bluefish or whatever and make bluefish parm for him, and I can't figure it out. I don't know what it is. I can't get blues. I had one cocktail blue last year, and that was it. Now I know, because of people I talk to on Fishbrain and people I know like on YouTube, there are captains out there that can figure out how to find bluefish. There are captains out there that figure out how to find bluefish, and they figure it out like in the Bayside, like on the Bayside of Ocean City. There's like a deep hole right by the channel, and there are captains that put like 15 20 pound bluefish out of the Bayside this year. And just because I haven't been able to do it doesn't mean people can't do it. But it's just like the fluke fishing, man. Like fluke fishing back in the day, crabbing back in the day, another thing too, the crab population, it used to just be like you couldn't get away from them. You'd catch them no matter what, man. Yeah, you can't find it, man. Crabbing's been hard. Everything has just been a struggle, man. I know we're very worried in Maryland about the rockfish population, and there's good reason to worry about it. It's not that that's not an issue. It's just that, and they're so highly regulated. But I gotta tell you, man, fluke and everything else is just hard. They used to, like literally ocean floor, man. It used to be fluke all over the place. It used to be just like you'd catch them no matter what you were trying to do. It didn't matter if you had minnows or you were throwing a gulp or if you were throwing some kind of moving bait and you're around the bottom. You'd always catch fluke. And then the last couple of years, man, it's just been impossible. Most of the time, it's just impossible to catch a keeper. Now, it's been hard for me, period. I caught one. I'm sure they do, man. Rockfish are savage animals, bro. They're straight up freaking predators, man. They eat everything. I mean, it's anything the bass family. But still, normally, it's not an issue, man. Normally, it's just something that happens. You're able to do it. You're able to catch them. I don't always catch keeper fluke. This year, catching fluke has been a struggle, period. The only fluke I caught actually came 2 weeks ago when I was looking to film a John Skinner SS bucktail review, which I love them. I love those bucktails he sells or whatever that JS Tackle makes for him, his custom job. They're good. And the only one I caught this year was like a 16 1/4, and I was like, oh man, I'm so tempted to take this thing, but I didn't want to get in trouble from DNR, and I'm always yelling at other people for taking short fish. All right, Portia. Good luck. I'll talk to you. It's good to see you. Thank you for supporting me over here. You know what, man? Out of all the stuff I've had a hard time doing, catching rockfish has not been one of them. I haven't had a problem catching rockfish all year. They've been there. They're pretty consistent. They may not be huge. I may not have caught any huge rockfish this year. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, I haven't caught any keepers. You lady, P. Love you. My wife caught a nice one last week over in Delaware in Indian River. Part of my problem is too, when I go out and I catch fish, like I did good last fall, and I'll do it again this year. We'll go out to OC and we'll go out to Delaware like deep in the season, like the end of September, October, probably into November. We'll probably try to catch togs and stuff like that. So we'll be doing it. I live so damn far away. Let me tell you something. You know where I've seen most of my keeper size fluke? The internet. There's like a fluke fishing group on Facebook I'm in. I'm a big fan of John Skinner, and he's got a YouTube channel now. He has for the last couple of years, which is awesome for me because I grew up like thinking John Skinner was the man, because even before the internet and all that stuff, John Skinner was in like the Fisherman magazine. You're talking about rockfish. I've seen some keeper rocks caught. I've had better luck this year, man. I've had better luck this year catching stripers, aka rockfish, than, like I said, I normally have. Last year, my son caught a keeper, but it was on Susquehanna River. It was on Susquehanna River, and it was a slot fish. And I see people getting big rockfish on the Chesapeake Bay side all the time. And most of the time, it's those flats up there by Susquehanna and those creeks that run into Susquehanna River. That's where people tend to do well. And normally, it's an early morning thing. I think the flounder population is not doing too good, man. I mean, I just don't see how it could be. I mean, it's just been bad, dude. These fish are just hard to come by this year, and I don't know what happened. You know, I know nothing stupid like a freeze or anything happened. I mean, we had a really mild winter. I don't know what it is. I know, I can tell you one thing. I've had guys catch fluke, aka flounder, or whatever, summer flounder. I've seen people catching them in Annapolis this year. Yes. I've seen people catching fluke in like Annapolis and like Kent Island and way up here by me. Now, I can tell you what the deal is with that. That is because it hadn't really rained as much as normally rain. Normally when it rains like freaking crazy, get all the water from Pennsylvania and everywhere else, and it washes the bay down and it takes down the salinity level. We didn't have a lot of crazy heavy rain, so the bay is like really salty. So yeah, they probably do that too. Bay is thick with spots, but it's always thick with spots. I don't know. I think that maybe the flounder spread out a little bit, because normally the highest I've caught up flounder is like down by Solomon's. Like sometimes we fish NAS Pax River, where there's like a MWR pier that the Navy runs, which is really cool. If you can get on there, if you're like some way connected to the DOD, the government, you could like, hey Mike, what's up, brother? Hey Mike, how are you, sir? If you get onto NAS Pax River to fish Solomon's, I'll tell you, man, that's the deal right there. Because they spawn right there. It's deep. It's about 20 feet deep at the end of it. And if you go early, when you got a new moon, man, you can hit them in the morning. Oh yeah. Yeah, on that pier. That pier is good, man. But that's honestly, that's as far north as I've seen flounder up until this year. Because that's pretty, the salinity levels, you know, normally are down, because that's Patuxent River. You know, Patuxent River basically runs north up to like more or less where I am right now. I mean, it runs to like Laurel. And then, you know, that's basically the river after the reservoir, after Rocky Gorge. The freaking bay is really, really salty. So I'm thinking is maybe the flounder have spread out a little bit. Maybe they're deep in the bay, and maybe that's why, like Bayside, we haven't seen what we normally see, at least in Ocean City, in those areas, or Indian River. I don't know. Mike, I know. Yo, you know what, Mike? So those of you guys on the live stream that don't know Mika Carew, Mike is from the islands, bro. And he is like for real islander, grew up in the islands, lived there up until recently. And there is nothing swimming around in the sea or that's crawling around the ocean floor or that's in a shell that Mike won't eat. And he knows how to make it delicious. So Mike's a super awesome dude. Mike, I was talking about a fish that my wife caught last week. Yeah, I bet they are too. My wife killed a bunch from yesterday. They're called oyster toadfish. Now, sir, in your infinite fish cooking experience, have you ever eaten an oyster toadfish? Have you eaten this animal? I've heard you can eat them. I don't want to eat them. They look scary to me. May just be me. but they don't look like something you could eat. I don't know, but people do it. I've heard of people do it. Oyster toadfish, man. Oyster toadfish, or toadfish. If you fish down in Solomon's, you fish anywhere in salt water around rocks, bro, you're gonna kind of catch them by accident. Dude, you've eaten an oyster toadfish? For real? You've eaten it? I always heard that they were like poison, man. They're not poison? Is that just an old wives' tale that they're poisonous? Have you eaten them and not died? Man, that's awesome. What do they taste like? Give me something that we commonly eat. Yeah, bro. I don't know, Mike. This guy struggled 215, bro. He said he's eaten them before, man. I don't know, man. I just can't bring myself to do it. Mike, I believe you'd eat it. But yeah, struggle 2015, man. Tell me, compare for me. I do know you, brother. Chesapeake Tree, what's that? Got them from Chesapeake Tree. What happened, bro? You run out of characters? Chesapeake what? Chesapeake Tree. Chesapeake Treasures. You mean to tell me someone sold you an oyster toadfish? Someone sold you this animal and you ate it? Is that what you're telling me right now? I didn't know that was a possibility, brother. That's crazy to me that you did this. That thing is nasty. It looks like a gremlin. It looks like a toad tadpole that's like possessed. It has the devil inside of it. The devil. It's got razor sharp teeth, man. It looks like a fish version of that thing that was on the airplane in like the Twilight Zone that made John Lithgow go fucking crazy, bro. And like he went nuts and stuff and the plane crashed in his dream. It looked like that. Get out of here, brother. It's like frog legs. So in other words, they taste like chicken. Mike, I'm not working hard, sir. You know where I work, it's like stealing. My hardest work that I'm doing is trying to find these damn fish. And the last probably 4 or 5 weeks, at least freshwater, it's been a struggle. I don't know, bro. Mike, if you gotta eat it, because I know you personally and you got my numbers and whatnot, if you eat it, bro, and you don't die, call me. You gotta tell me what it's like to eat the oyster toadfish. I gotta know. I need to know top water over here. This frog ain't working. I got a nice... Oh, man. Struggle 215, man. 2015. I'm gonna take your word for it. Hey, look. I'm gonna switch up. I'm gonna tie on a different frog. Matter of fact, let me stop myself. If I roll up in this cove over here. Let me stop myself. Look at that, I'm a big boy now. I know how to use my kayak paddles and whatnot. Slow down. Look, I'm gonna turn the camera, okay? You guys be cool. Don't scare the fish, all right? Look, here we go. I'm gonna turn it over here. That's not where I'm going. Hold on. There we go. That's looking very top waterish. Very, very top waterish. All right, so you guys stand by to stand by. I'm gonna switch my frogger up over here. Switch to a different frog because this frog over here with the weighted end, man, I just don't like the way it's swimming. It's not cool. I'm not feeling it. I got the 20-pound braid over here. Let me switch up. I know I got a different frog. I probably got a couple of different topwater bait in here. Let me see if I can get into my box without falling in the water. All right. I have not seen anyone catch any fish yet, but that's not totally rare. So I like this, but I don't like that little kicker paddle, man. I'm not feeling that. I almost wish like it didn't have it. I got this little toad looking thing. Okay. Oh, Reeds, what's up, man? I didn't see you over there. You back over here? Reeds Outdoors, the man, the myth, the legend. Reeds, you back, brother? How was your trip? Easy. Put it back. Don't fall in the water. Don't fall in the water. Where are my pliers? Oh shit. Oh shit. What's good, Reed? You back, man? How was your trip, man? Oh, I hate this. You're tied up. Back in New York. Kids make fun of me all the time because when I get really pissed off, when I get all pissy, or like I talk to my parents and my brother, or like friends from back home, I start talking with like a Jersey accent, like the Bergen County accent, which is like half a New York accent. They start making fun of me. Oh my God. Colorado was beautiful. I'm telling you, man, I was only there one time, and I was really just in the airport. I've been all over the country. I lived in the Midwest before. I lived in Missouri for a while. I was in the Army. Most of you guys that follow me know I was in the Army, and I spent an unreasonable time in a place called Fort Leonard Wood, which is in Missouri, damn near in Arkansas, and that place sucks. Missouri, the state, is okay. That part of Missouri sucks. I was in Arkansas for about a month and a half. That was miserable. I think my biggest beef was it was kind of like Texas, but it wasn't Texas. 'Cause I lived down there. I lived in Texas for a long time, man. Yeah, no, Mike knows me. I know Mike for a long time. Mike and I used to fish together all the time. He was like my neighbor over there in Laurel, bro. I had to move on up. I had to get out of there. I had to sell my crib in Laurel, man. Over there by his sister's place, which it was a nice neighborhood. The only problem was with Laurel, where we were living at in Laurel, I had young kids, and the school system was really just preparing those kids to go to prison or work at Chipotle. And you know, I grew up in yeah, I miss you too, Mike. I really do. Mike's an ultimate fishing partner, but they're not preparing those children to do anything, man. PG County Public Schools. And you know, I know the teachers try real hard and whatnot, and they're well funded, but it's a freaking nightmare down there. And it's Laurel, so we're not talking about Temple Hill or anywhere like deep in PG County, where like we used to refer to as like Southeast Maryland, where it's basically an extension of Southeast Washington D.C. It ain't that bad of an area, man, but their public schools were just garbage. And then my neighborhood outside in Laurel, like 197, was fine during the week and during the day, but I'll tell you, man, on the weekends it turned into first 48, bro. There was crime scene up. Yeah, Laurel was garbage, bro. There was crime scene up all the place. Freaking PG County is chasing people and all that stuff. Yet people getting shot right out there. I had to get away from that environment, which is why, you know, I moved on up. I'm over here in Columbia now. But I got to be honest with you, I'm ready to get out of here, man. I'm getting ready to move. I can't wait to move to the Eastern Shore, where it's just a little bit more quiet and way less people. I just can't do the people no more, man. You know, I thought about going to Northern Maryland, but it's time for a change. I want to live right by the salt. Chesapeake Bay is cool and everything. I love fishing the bay. You know, I've been fishing the bay for a long time. I like fishing up the Northern Bay up there, where you're talking about like Joppatown and all that. That's real cool and everything. But, oh man, backlash like shit. Damn it. I'd love to just like live somewhere where I got tidal creeks, like let's say where I'm moving, like in Delaware, and I can have like bluefish and stripers in the creek by my house early. I want to get, you know, a fiberglass kayak where I can like drive 10-15 minutes, put my boat in, and go out to my numbers and go hammer some fluke or hammer some sea bass or whatever when it's that time of year, and go hit some stripers up, man. I would love to do that. All right. Got my other frogger on here. Got my toad with little kicking paddle tails. We're gonna roll up in here real quiet like. Hopefully I can elicit these bassies to eat. Bro, are you living in Columbia now, man? Dude, Harford County is cool, man. Sometimes we go shooting up there by Street, Maryland. Street is pretty cool up there by Harford County. I really like that area. It's quiet. If I had to live in Northern Maryland, or honestly, man, if I had to live in Maryland somewhere, period. Oh, we're gonna see what's going on with the frogger, bro. We're gonna see it. I'm gonna roll up on these fish. I'm gonna creep. Mike, you didn't know me before I had a kayak. And then the people on my channel that really been watching, they've seen my kayak skills just change, bro. Darlington, very close to street. Yeah, Darlington, man. Conowingo Dam. I love that area. They've seen me become good on my kayak to the point where I'm not going to drown at least. And I should be able to catch fish. I got videos on the channel of me in this spot just hammering fish, bro. I mean, I knew struggle was going to be real today because it rained. At least it rained in Columbia. It rained like crazy, man. It rained like a bastard. Oh, man. These turtles don't see many humans. I just have this big radiated slider just kind of rolled right up to the boat. This water is so clear. I'm so shocked, granted all the rain that we had earlier in Columbia. And it rained hard. It rained hard multiple times, and it rained, I don't know, for a couple hours. I'm so shocked. Come on, what are you doing over here? Come on. Freaking amateur hour, man. Come on, get it straight. Freaking braid. Come on. Come on. Come on. Work with me here. I need to get deep. You need to help me out. You need to get my frogger deep in the stuff. There it is. There it is. There's a sweet spot. Let's see if I can fish this. You know what I really miss? I miss my live target frog, because I had a live target frog. I really, really love my live target frog. And I lost it. I was snakehead fishing in the Social Security office. I'm going to blow the spot up right now because honestly I don't really care. I know it's pretty much already blown. The Social Security office that's in Columbia has a runoff pond. It's right over there by Loyola College, whatever. And there's snakes in there. And you can see the snakes in there. And I was fishing with my live target frog, which I love, which I've had for years. And I wound up freaking getting it hooked up in a tree. And now my live target frogger is probably just sitting up there. And it's free to whoever was crazy enough to get in that dirty water and go get it. So instead of getting a live target frog, like someone that's intelligent, I went and tried some other frogs out. I got that weird frog, and I wish I could remember the names of them, but I can't. I have not caught a topwater fish since I lost my live target frog. I have not caught a bass topwater. I'm trying to change that tonight. I knew fishing was going to be a struggle today. I just wanted to kind of get out. I've been having a hard time just creating content just because the fishing's been really, really slow. The hell? No, hook points. The fishing has been really, really slow, man. It's been a struggle. Freshwater has been hard. You know, there are guys that are waking up early in the morning, they're going fishing. You know, I work full time. It's Booyah Frog. Oh, shut up, Tony. I didn't even see Tony over there. Got the trolls on here. We got certified troll Tony T-Bone. Mike, did you get that chick pregnant, bro? Are you still with the same chick, bro? Did she get pregnant? Are you gonna have another kid, man? Is that what's going on? Is that why she got a big belly? Did I miss something, brother? Because if you got a chick pregnant, if you're gonna be dead again, bro, you didn't tell me. Bro, Mike, congratulations, man. That's fucking awesome. Sorry, guys. You don't want to hear the profanity. I had kind of a dirty mouth. Mike, congrats, man. Congrats, brother. I'll let you go, man. I don't want to get you in trouble. You know, that chick always looked like she wanted to smack me half the time when I keep you out late when we'd be fishing in Laurel or whatever, especially in the fall. Or if she had to work and you were off. Oh, another master hater. We got Renee. We got PM Maker Man on here. Look at this. Got two massive haters in the same place at the same time. I got Renee over here, the original go fuck you man. I like that. Go fuck yourself. I got Reeds over here. I sent Renee a video. I was like, hey, you and Reeds are probably from the same neighborhood over here. The only difference is he knows more word other than fuck. By the way, if you're new to the channel, parental discretion is advised because I got a potty mouth. I don't know, Tony. Yeah, Tony, I don't know what's going on, man. It's like I was telling the other guys, I was fishing saltwater. Yeah, Reed's still on here. Yeah, I like Reed's channel, but like, yeah, Renee is allegedly from the South Bronx, got the same accent. And the difference between him and Renee is I haven't heard Reeds tell anyone to go fuck themselves, which Renee says all the time. The master of hater. This guy over here. I'm going to give you a free boat. Listen, I thought you were Mr. Slumlord over there. You're from Queens. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be insulting or whatever. Look, I'm from Jersey, so the accents all kind of sound the same to me. Yeah, and Reeds, bro, I know you're a gentleman and a scholar on the channel. This guy over here, Renee, he's just a master hater. And he's asking for a free boat. I'm gonna give you a free boat over here, like a slumlord. You know more stuff than I do. This dude is ridiculous. I wish I hit his problems. I got a free boat. Get out of here. This guy's a maniac. Tony, I still can't fish. I did manage to get 2 backlash in a low, but I got him out now, and I wrapped around like 15 times. And these fish still don't want it. I don't know what's going on. It's probably because, again, it rained like shit earlier. It was just freaking crazy out here. That's a good news thing. My buddy Mike in Laurel's having another kid. Congratulations, brother. It's Sunday night. We're chilling and not catching fish like we normally do. I got the GoPro just in case I was able to get some footage, but I knew that I wouldn't because the struggle is real. But I figured I'd go on a live stream and just bullshit you guys because it's a lot of fun. I'd love to be out actually catching fish and hanging out. But bullshit with you guys is just as good, if not better. But you guys are getting me watch hours on my channel. I appreciate it. Whoa, 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 Tony. You gonna start talking about New York now? I told you, man. Too many haters on the same channel. Better be careful, Tony. Some of these New Yorkers are gonna start clapping back at you, brother. You're gonna start talking about Baltimore and all that shit. You don't want to get these New Yorkers angry. Especially that Renee guy over there in Breeds, bro. And make them guys angry. Shit is wicked on mean streets, brother. Sunday night live stream over here in the elite neighborhoods in Columbia. Making all the locals angry that are living in probably $1 million houses over here. Come on, Reeds. Let's start an argument online. You know the online arguments are the best ones. They're hilarious. You know, it would be great, man, if I could get a fish for you guys. That would be glorious. These fish just do not want to eat. I'm going to go to a part of the lake where it can't be fished because they're like private property and there's a bunch of like old people. And they don't really fish. I'm stuck over here. Stuck in the hydrilla packs. I haven't seen any fish jump. I did see some crappie earlier. Well, I think are crappie. I was talking earlier. You guys have seen where I fish. I'm over here. I'm gonna pull this thing out. When I pull it out, I don't even want to pull it out. I'm over here in Wilde Lake. This is what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at going right down there because you can see there's a house there. And there's some guy hanging out with his dog. He's not fishing. People are probably not fishing over there. I do damage over there in that corner. I got these pads over here. Look at those hydrilla that's still floating over here. The hydrilla is looking good, man. The hydrilla is healthier here. Okay. Whoa, whoa, Russell. Bro, you gonna start talking, Russell? You gonna start talking about my Yankees over here? Don't do that. Don't start. Don't start, Russell. I know you're from Northern Maryland, and you're probably an O's fan. You might even be a Philly fan. Please don't tell me you're a Phillies fan. Because if you're a Phillies fan, man, you got to unfollow me, bro. I can't deal with those Philly people. Any stadium where they got their own lockup underneath the stadium, you're too rowdy even for me, and I'm pretty freaking rowdy. Freaking Casas, master hater. Yeah, Mike, I was thinking about that the other day, brother. the Pasadena perch. Actually, one of my other buddies, guy me and Tony work with, we were talking about going over by Fort Smallwood because he's got the hookup. And he's got access to like a private beach over there, right by Fort Smallwood. So I might get him and another guy I know, and maybe another hater that's on this live stream right now, if he feels like it, to go out Friday night and go do some kayak fishing with him. And it's like I've said many, many times, a lot of these guys talk a big game, like they want to go do this, they want to go do that, and you're always going out fishing, and your wife must be all pissed off at you. Some of that is true. But when I'm like, hey, I'm free, I'm not going to get in trouble, you keep talking about let's go fishing, they're not about that life. They ain't about that life. They're not trying to go. There's always something. You know, their wife is busting their balls, or, you know, they got freaking pipe bursts in their house or whatever. In the case of Renee, they got some chick that's looking for him because he owes them child support money, whatever. It's always something. It's always something where they don't want to go. It's always something. So, possibly, not going to make it to Pasadena. Or actually, is Fort Smallwood in Pasadena? Fort Smallwood might be in Pasadena. I don't know, might be. So I might go out there. I might go out there Friday and I might live stream. Might stream again for the boat, trying to get on those rockfish. Rockfish season, if you boys aren't from Maryland, I know some of you aren't. Rockfish season, aka striped bass, the season closed like 2 weeks ago. And it just opened up on the 1st. Oh man, there's so much cabbage over there. So it just opened back up. So if we're gonna do anything on Friday, wow, that was weird. It's weird. In focus, out of focus. I'm sorry guys, I was fascinated by that for a minute. That probably really sucked. Anyway, we might go out Friday, live stream from Pasadena. Try to catch some rockfish because I'm excited the season's back over. I would love to get some spot and live line some spot. But the idea of me catching a live line fish and fishing with a big rig, with a barrel swivel and a circle hook with live spot from a little plastic freaking boat like this from this yak is frightening to me. And I'm not afraid of most things, but I really don't want to go in the drink in the bay. That's not my thing. And it's not because I can't swim or I swim like a fish or whatever. It's just that I don't have a PFD because I do. I really don't want to lose my shit. I like my shit. My shit is my shit. I paid money for my shit. My rods and stuff like that, I have some nice shit. So I don't want to lose it. You know what I mean? And if it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't care. I probably wouldn't care, and I would go out there and it'd be like, oh, if I want up in the drink, I want up in the drink. Because at this point, if I go over in this thing, you know, I'm in Wilde Lake in Columbia. It's like 4 feet deep. It's not that big of a deal. You know, I mean, look at this over here. Look at this. Oh, I'm in the water. Oh, now I'm out of the water. I mean, I'm right here. Wilde Lake is not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? Now, me going in the drink over there in the Chesapeake Bay and like Seven River when I was at last week, or even at Fort Smallwood, the way those currents over there, that's not cool, man. I'm going to lose some rods. I'm going to lose my tackle. I'm probably going to lose my damn paddle. You know, I've fallen in the water off jetties plenty of times. That sucks. I don't want to do it from a kayak, man. Like I said, I need a fiberglass boat with more stability. I want the kind of thing where I need to stand up and like paddle or whatever, and I can have some access. Right now, and you know, I got this boat. I got it from one of my subs. I'm really grateful. There's a guy that's over there in the same general area. I'm grateful for the boat. I had a good time with it. Yeah, I do love it, man. I love it like a fat kilo of cake. I love it more than I love pizza. That's a lot of love. But yeah, I'm too fat for this little plastic thing. It's not gonna work. I need something bigger. I need something that's more stable. I want to fish in the ocean, and the plastic tub ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work. Come on, you fish. Why are you so uncooperative? It's because it rained, asshole. Yeah, that's why you're so uncooperative. I don't know, man. It's been a bad year. It's just been less productive than I would like it to be. The season started off good. It was really good. And it's just as it's dragged on, and maybe because it's been warmer, it really hasn't rained that much. There wasn't much of a balance. So maybe that's it. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I gotta be honest with you, man. Where's Snow Hill? Where are you talking about? Where specifically are you talking about? Because I know people that fish down south. I know a guy named Tom Lagana that's real good friends with Sean Kimbrough, and he's got like a Hobie kayak or whatever he puts in down south or whatever. Like he fishes down by Calvert and all that. You know what, Russell? He's out there, Berlin. Okay. I apologize for a second, guys. We're over here in Wilde Lake, and we're like directly in the flight path of across Massapequa. Yeah. I've never fished down there. You know, Renee, I can't put a motor on this thing, bro. This thing weighs like 70 pounds. I put a motor and a battery on there. It's going to push the weight over. You know, I got what doctors refer to as a little bit of a weight problem. So my like 290 whatever, damn near 300 pounds, and then I got my paddle and I got my rods. I think the boat is only supposed to accommodate like 325, and bro, let me tell you, I am pushing it, sir. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the one beef I got about fishing in Colombia, man, is just like you always get interrupted by jets. It's like constantly being interrupted by jets over here, no matter what you do, because we're like directly in the flight path. Wow, I just heard a splash behind me. I'll tell you what, Renee, you want to do all that, sir? Listen, you come down here. I want to say it was in the middle. You come down here, and we'll do it, man. You tell me what to do. I want to see you anyway, just because you're a maniac and you're hilarious. You come down here, sir, and we'll take my kayak, my plastic tub, and we'll do whatever you want to do. You want to show me how to modify this thing so it can like be more productive and I don't have to paddle because I'm lazy anyway? Bro, you come down here, man, we'll do it. Either that, I gotta buy a saltwater kayak. It's one of the two. Either way, I might just keep this thing for when I go out to Delaware and just have something like screw around with. Renee, you want to see me go in the deep ocean with this kayak? Come on, man. I thought we were friends. Though you like me. I take this thing into the ocean. I take this thing into Severn River, and I got 1 and 2 foot rollers. I ain't gonna make it, bro. I ain't gonna make it. It's too much. I got fish jumping again. Bro, you're a maniac. Like, yeah, I want to see you go out. I want to see you catch that fish like Kevin Costner was catching in that movie where he was actually a dolphin, you know, Waterworld. And he went down in there and he put the explosive in his fish mouth. I want to see you take a kayak out and catch fish like that. That's what I want to see. You want to get my money for entertainment? That's what I got to see. Go do the Kevin Costner thing. I'm gonna go to Hawaii. Bro, I'm never gonna make it to Hawaii, man. I'm surprised I was able to make it to the West Coast. I want to go to Alaska. I would love to go to Alaska. I want to go to Alaska, man. I'll go to Hawaii eventually. Maybe. That's expensive, man. It's too rich for my blood. You know, I never went. Oh, shit, I got a bite. Renee, good luck, man. All your shit talking is good luck. I got a bite. I don't know what it was, but it was a bite. Probably a crappie. Doesn't matter. I get something to eat this trick worm. At least you guys have something to look at. Got some pineapple fish. No pineapple fish. You're a maniac. You're simply a maniac. Can I get a fish on my live stream or what? You guys, Wilde Lake, come on, you never make me suffer like that. Yeah, I see fish breaking right over there. Where are all the bass at? There's other fish active and I ain't got no bass. Come on, bass, let's go. Let's go. Can you give me a break? Can you eat this trick worm? Do something. Do something for the people that's watching my live stream. You know, it's either that or I'm going to have to fall in the water for the entertainment value. It's one of the two, and I'm not trying to get wet. I'm going to drive home like this. It's been a freaking struggle, man. Mike, you want salmon? You don't want to do in Alaska on the worst way? Besides, like, gun down a moose? Because I want to eat a moose, too, or, like, caribou. I want to kill something that's up there and, like, you know, eat it. I want to catch a halibut in the worst way, man. That's what I want to do. I saw a video of guys catching, like, halibut, and the fish are so big, they gotta, like, get them on board and, like, shoot them. Because if they don't shoot them, like, they shoot them in the water and then they bring them over. Because if they don't do that, like, that damn fish is so big, it's going to swamp their boat. That's the kind of fishing I want to do. That looks like it's appealing to me, bro. Plus, I've eaten halibut before. Halibut's pretty tasty. Halibut is delicious. How's the light on here? You guys still see me pretty good? Looks like I got cloud cover rolling in. I hope I'm not about to get pissed on again. Yet again today. Also don't want to lose internet service. Hope this is going pretty good for you guys. I noticed one thing when I went out there, when I started fishing over by the river in Annapolis with Jonas Green. As soon as I left like the Naval Academy that area, the streaming started to get real choppy. I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my channel. I don't want that for us. I want to keep this dialogue going. So, yeah, bro. Yeah. We have to bring a bunch of guns if we go out to Alaska, though. Besides handguns, we're going to bring, like, rifles and shit. Because I got that kind of luck where I catch, like, a salmon or something. I definitely get, like, eaten by a grizzly bear or get attacked by one. Be like that guy that they freaking take the damn grizzly bear. They freaking take it. Takes my damn salmon. That would suck. Grizzly bears are, like, super aggressive, too. So I've heard. Running out of daylight, boys. Roll up on this patch of hydrilla and cast into that cove over there. I freaked out some fish. I've seen some fish jump. I did get a bite. I don't know what the hell it was, but I got a bite. I'm fishing with, let me show you guys what I'm working with. I got the green pumpkin, the trick worm, chartreuse tail, which these natural colors in these lakes in Colombia usually work if nothing else is going to work. These fish are feeling real finicky. Normally they'll eat natural colors, if nothing else. So, and it's a real slow drop. I'm hoping these fish want to move out, eat, and clear it up. It ain't raining no more. I'm hoping these fish want to eat. Get a little productive over here. I want to have a good night. Hopefully. So far, nothing yet. But there is another guy. There's another guy on the other side fishing. I saw. Oh, shit! I got a bite. It was a little excuse me bite though. Come on, take it. Bastard. Let's see what that was. Alright, the worm is the same. That means whatever bit it. Probably a bluegill or something. Oh, I got fish breaking water again. Maybe it was a crappie. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. Alright. No tangles, no tangles, no tangles. And then if I let it sit, get a little bit closer to the bottom. I mean, it is a big worm. Water is not too bad, temperature-wise. I've been fishing in Colombia in places, especially Kinamaqundi, because it's like a bigger. It's a small body of water. It's narrower. It's not as deep. And I've been there fishing this year when it's been like freaking straight bath water. So that ain't the case. Temperature is nice. The visibility is really good. So I don't really know what the hell is going on over here. Shouldn't do that. You drop over there. Come on, you bastard. Come on, you bastard. Eat it. Nothing over there. Shocked. Who's actually going to drag their ass to work tomorrow? You guys going to go to work tomorrow? T-Bone, you going to work tomorrow, bro? You going to bring yourself in and grace yourself with a presence, with your presence over here, or what? Yay, Plopper! Whoa! New Mexico Pig Patrol entering the chat. Oh, teacher, huh? Well, Russell, I know when I admitted to being a Yankee fan, our friendship was strained. So now that I found out you're a teacher, my mortal enemy when I was a kid. I'm just kidding, Russell. You guys are lucky, man. New Mexico Pig Patrol telling me to get on the excellent douchebag fish bite. It's good advice. New Mexico Pig Patrol is an absolute freaking beast, and he's a professional. Not only is he a professional hater, he's also a fisherman too. So if he's telling me to look for the douchebag fish bite, that's what I'm gonna have to concentrate on. This fucking guy. What a hater. What a hater. New Mexico Pig Patrol, what's up, man? It's not your bedtime yet over there? Bro, I love you too, man. You're probably the only guy I know that's caught an alligator on top water. And I'm sure other people have done it, I just don't know many people have done it. New Mexico Pig Patrol. Hey man, what can I say? People like me, brother. People like the hate, man. They like the entertainment. I've been talking for like an hour and 11 minutes about absolutely nothing, just fucking bullshit. But it's fun, man. It's cool. It's a lot better than working. It's better than live TV. Yeah, Mike, we can absolutely hit that Pasadena spot, brother. We can definitely do that. We can definitely do that. Although last time, if you remember, so what Mike's talking about, he's talking about a fishing spot in Pasadena, Maryland, where we're at, right? No shit. There we were, right? I think we went to like Fort Smallwood or one of the other places where it's like open to the public. And Mike's like, man, I know a spot where it's like private property, but the guy said we can fish there. It's cool. Yeah, Mike, we're gonna kill some perch. Mike, I'm telling a story over here, bro. I'm telling a story. I'm trying to tell people our history and the stupid stuff you get involved in when you're going fishing. So Mike's like, yeah, I'm telling you, bro. New Mexico Pig Patrol did it. I was out there in Florida fishing with him like a year and a half ago. We saw gators. But anyway, Mike's like, yeah, man, we can fish in this spot. And it's like a real ritzy area, man. People had a lot of money, right? And I knew right as we were talking to this guy was like really, really drunk. I mean, this guy was banged up. And we're talking about like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. This guy smelled like he'd been in like a 2 or 3 day bender. So we're like, all right, cool, man. No problem. Like, I don't know how you can afford to live in this nice neighborhood and this nice home that's on the water, but hey, man, we'll check it out. So we're over there, and it's me and Mike and my kid, Jade, my oldest one, and my oldest boy. And we're just hammering just perch, man. It's like one after another. You know, in the fall, when a perch gets super aggressive and they're in like big schools and they're like freaking patrolling the area and they're just real aggressive and they're eating, it's like this. We're bailing them in. And then this boat rolls up, and it's like 2 older people, and they look like the people who own the place. And they're like, yo, what are you doing here? It's our property. I'm like, oh, like, well, I think, what was his name, Mike, like Jerry or something. Like, yeah, Jerry said this was cool. Like, yeah, Jerry's an alcoholic and he doesn't live here. And then we started talking to him, and I told him the story, and I think it was probably because we had my kid there. They're like, listen, don't do anything stupid. Like, it's our property. Like, you guys want to hang out and fish for the rest of the day to the duration, like, you're good. But just don't, you can't come back over here. So like, oh man, thanks so much, blah, blah, blah. So we went up going over there, man. We stayed there for a while. It just killed them, bro. We had a cooler full of freaking perch. I don't mean those little white perch, like those little fingerlings you catch. I'm talking about, these were like the jumbo perch, 12, 13 inches. I caught a white perch that day on a freaking, like a rattle trap, like a crankbait. And the perch was so big, it was citation perch easy. It was like 14, 15 inches. I mean, it was so big. Yeah, I was killing it, bro. I was killing it. It was so big, I thought it was a striper. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, bro, midget rockfish. Struggle, you're right, sir. It was like a midget rockfish. I thought it was a rockfish. I thought for like 5 minutes, and I looked at it, I was like, I'm gonna throw this back, and I'm getting ready to throw it back, and I had the finger in the mouth. I'm like, wow, there's a huge blow up right there. Huge blow up. Huge blow up. Bruce? Okay. Yeah, Bruce, that's right. Yeah, Bruce was a raging alcoholic and had no business giving his consent to fish on the property, but he gave it anyway. And yeah, the people were fucking cool, man. I'm glad they weren't dicks. They could have called the cops. That would have sucked. Yeah, man. I love to eat perch. Perch are good. Nothing wrong with eating perch. It's just that you're talking about some Forrest Gump. Gen A. That's awesome. I like that. I love Forrest Gump, man. Here's the thing, though. You have Forrest Gump. You know, I'm not so naive to think, you know, Forrest had the kid with the kid. But, like, you really think back in the 80s and what was going on after, like, Forrest moved Jenny or whatever, and she got the HIV, and they moved back in. Don't you think Forrest would have got the HIV too, man? Because who marries a chick and then, like, you know, doesn't get down with her? So, not to say it'd have been an appropriate ending or a good ending. That's right. But, yeah, like, if that was a real life, bro, Forrest would have got the HIV. Forrest would have definitely got the HIV from Jenny, and he would not have made it. And honestly, I had heard, and I think there's stuff on the internet, if you look, they were trying to make, like, a second Forrest Gump movie. And they were going to, like, have Forrest Gump being, like, the World Trade Center and all that stuff. Something Steve Spielberg was planning on doing, and then it didn't happen for whatever reason. But, yeah, they were planning on doing it, bro. And I'm telling you, I think Forrest would have got the HIV from Jenny and died if that had been real life. I'm just saying. Come on. Which one of you guys was talking about? And I just saw this huge blow up over here a minute ago. I wish I had a better frog. Damn, I wish I had my live target frog. Sucks. What do you guys think? What do you think about the frog? You think I should stick with this little guy, or you think I should switch the other one? It's getting dark over here, and I hate time breeding in the dark because the way I have to do it. What do you guys think? Should I stick with this one, or should I go with something else? Maybe it's the way I'm fishing this thing. Could that be it too? Oh, there we go. There we go. Take back everything negative I just said about that. We got a fish on. All right, we gotta stop talking about the Forrest Gump and the AIDS thing for a minute. I gotta start talking about the HIV. He's not a huge, but he's a fish. Come here, buddy. Oh no, don't come on. Oh God. Come here. No net required. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come on. I'm just gonna grab him. There it is. There it is. Yes. Healthy, baby. Healthy. Grab the pliers. What y'all know about that? What did I do over here? What did I got going on over here? No. They ate it. Ate that frog, that little guy. I saw a splash. I saw him fishing. I saw him chasing over here. I knew something was chasing. Oh, man. All right, we got a fish this weekend. Or we got a bass this weekend. It's good. I had a button. Let's see. Live chat. There we go. There it is. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I finally got one. Thank God. You know what? To be honest with you, I think this is the first time I've done a live stream and actually caught a live stream, because what normally happens is I get to live streaming because, man, he inhaled this frog too. I get to live stream because I can't get any content for the regular channel. Get off of there. And that's why I wound up doing it. Boom. He's a nice little football. He's healthy too. About 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds. We're gonna let him go. All right, my first live stream fish, guys. Hope I didn't look like too much of a dork when I hooked up to that fish, because man, it was shocking. I was so surprised. He freaking murderized this frog. Bro, you can't, Mike. I know we had this conversation before, bro. You can't eat the largies. I'm not an elitist. I'm not a guy that doesn't believe that you need to like cull the herd or whatever, and sometimes you got to eat the best, like the largies. You know me. I'm not that guy. I'm not opposed to eating fish. I'm not. But I'm just telling you, man. Certain things you can't do, man. You can't eat a largie unless you have to eat the largie, like cull the herd, and it's different. Then I get you. I'm right there with you. Man, this guy destroyed this little frog. All right, we're back together. Let me fish this pocket over here, see if I can get anything else going. Look at that. Freaking exciting. See, you guys hung around for like an hour and 20 minutes. You actually saw me do something besides run my mouth. That's awesome. Yeah, it does look like he was eating. He was chasing something. Yeah, he had a little bit of rub, and some of his grinder teeth were worn down. He's been eating something hard. There's probably crawfish in here. I mean, I don't know. I know that there's a ton of bluegill in here. That's probably what that dude was eating. Probably was eating bluegills. All right, so yeah. Look, Mike, I can't disagree with you. And I know you like to eat fish, but it's just, I don't know, man, largemouth. Eat a largemouth, brother. It's blasphemy. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. Now, I'll tell you, when I have done it, I've eaten largemouth when it's like places where they're like, here, you come here, like a touristy place, and like you go there and you catch the fish, and it's like the fish are there just for you to eat. But these fish are over here living in this environment. You know, let me tell you something. In terms of fun, now that was fun. Now I watched my kid catch his first hog and his first striper at Indian River Inlet. That was a lot of fun. But next to that this weekend, that was the most fun thing that I've done. That was freaking awesome. Also, you know, I really haven't caught a ton of topwater fish this year. Just because, you know, we're in Maryland. Sometimes topwater fish are hard to come by. It's just one of those things, the nature of the beast. So to knock a nice topwater bass like that in a place where I've definitely been successful here, but I don't believe I've ever caught topwater fish in here. I don't think I've ever caught a topwater bass in here. So to come here and catch a topwater fish in a place where I didn't know they eat topwater, even though I'd heard that they eat topwater, I'll tell you, bro, that is pretty good. It doesn't, however, surprise me that it's like freaking getting dark out here. And this camera has a feature where it doesn't look anywhere near as dark as it really is. It's on the streaming feature, what it's supposed to be. But it is dark out here, so I'm just trying to create a lot of ruckus, splashing around. And this frog that I'm fishing is kind of dark. It's a darker color frog. Oh, plopper, bro. I'm just using my my S10. And the S10 is pretty badass. I use my cell phone a lot, man. I mean, I got a GoPro 7, I got a GoPro 8. I have one of the original GoPros in like a waterproof case that I use to shoot the releases when I shoot the releases. And I do use them. It's not that I don't use them, but I'll tell you, man, when you YouTube and you got like a Samsung, you know, you're good. I know Flopper, you're an iPhone guy. And I know a lot of people love the iPhones. It's just not my thing. I mean, I have one for work, and I personally just don't like it. Not there's anything wrong with it, but I just don't like it. I actually got an S21 coming in the mail, and the S21 has like 5 freaking cameras on it. So I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like. I don't know how the hell this camera is even so damn bright. Let me try to spin around over here. Let me spin around and see what the... Oh yeah, it's dramatically less bright. You can still see. I can't believe it. I can't believe I caught that nice topwater fish. Look at that. It's awesome. Yeah, it's not as bright. Let me see, lean back a little bit. It's still pretty bright. You guys can see me. And then you guys that know I'm in Columbia for 2015, and the other guy is in Columbia, they know it's dark out here. You know, but hey man, let's see, pretty freaking good. It's pretty badass. It's pretty good. I can't complain, man. I like doing these live streams because, man, I gotta tell you, it's just like Sunday night. If I haven't been able to figure them out all weekend, and I know I'm gonna go shoot and stuff like that and try to catch stuff, and I'm trying to get content for my channel during like the regular videos. I just get stuck, man, and I can't do anything, so I want to just go kind of bullshit with everybody. But this time I just started live streaming basically as soon as I got out here, and a lot of you guys on the live stream, you've been over here, I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I'm gonna keep doing this. I like live streaming, bro. It's probably because I got a lot of stuff to say. I feel like talk forever. And I hope I've been keeping you guys relatively entertained. I think I just found out when I was playing around with the YouTube app, there's a way to like turn the camera around. The only part about that is if I turn the camera around, I won't be able to talk to you guys. I won't be able to see what you're saying to me. I want to be able to stay in contact with you guys. Shit, man. Always down to my last cast. I'm all the way on the... Something right there. I'm all the way on like the far east side of Wilde Lake. Like if you guys are Colombian and you fished Wilde Lake before, there's a lot of active fish over here. This is normally where I come. This is where I've caught my PB bass in Maryland, back over here in that corner, and actually in relatively the same spot as that other one I just caught. And I launched from like that boathouse, which is over there by the dam on the other side of the lake. Wow, there's a lot of crap. Come here, straighten you out. Yeah, Mike. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I'm surprised you stayed on this long, bro. You said you were gonna go like an hour ago, man. You know, Russell, this guy with his little flippers, this frog is meant for a straight retrieve. Because what's supposed to happen is these little paddles are supposed to create a weight current. It's supposed to be more of a subtle presentation. But I've been doing that for like an hour and it wasn't getting me anywhere. So I knew there was an active fish that was chasing over there. So I put it on top of my drill and I dropped it off. And there's something you do, or something I was taught to do with a bait, and specifically with walking baits and any kind of frogs, and that's walking the frog. And it is really, really hard to do. Very hard to walk a frog from a kayak. Those of you guys who fish topwater know how to walk the frog. You basically have to put your rod tip down and just tap it. And when you tap it, the frog kind of has the action like this in the water. But it doesn't move forward or move back. It just kind of like stays and it moves forward a little bit. So it kind of looks like this in the water. And that's how you walk the frog. So I tried to straight retrieve. It wasn't happening for me. I put it on top of the hydrilla and then I started walking it. And I couldn't see very well, but walking the frog is what got the strike. Jesus, it's so freaking dark out here. My line is wrapped up and I can't even tell how the hell it's wrapped up. Bro, so don't feel bad. I got a lot to learn too, bro. I suck. I suck. Bro, do you even fish? Do you fish, bro? What's going on here? I'm freaking wrapped up. Like braid is my enemy. Tell you one thing though, I locked onto that fish and he went into the hydrilla, and other than the hook staying stuck, I really had no doubt I was going to be able to get him in. I actually got this rod from another YouTuber that's normally on my streams, and I made plans to go out and shoot a joint video with in the next like couple weeks. And he actually gave me this rod as a gift. I helped him out doing something. So I like this, and he actually put the braid on here. And then I liked having the braid on here so much. When I ran out of that braid, I went and put different braid on there. Daiwa. You know what, Chris? I own so much shit. I gotta be honest with you, man. I don't even know which diary you're talking about. Oh, that one. Bro, Chris. Bro. Love you, bro. You had to know I was gonna break that shit. That Daiwa was way too nice of a piece of equipment for me. I broke the shit out of that rod. Yeah, the backlash, when you backlash with a bait caster, I wish I could show you, Russ, because I'd show you, I wouldn't have a problem doing it. But I'm like running out of light. I really don't think I'm going to be able to show you. But basically, there's ways. Actually, the guy I learned how to get a backlash on one of these things. It's actually a guy that owns a pawn shop, and he has a YouTube channel. I wish I could pull the video up. But basically what I do is when I get a backlash, I pull it out to the point where I can see where it's hooked up. Then I put my thumb right behind where the knot is, and I turn the drag all the way up so it's tight or whatever, so basically there's no drag. And then I crank against it, and then I go to pull it out. And then I crank against where the knot is, and I try to pull it out. And eventually, 99 times out of 100, what happens is it comes out. And it does work, and it is a popular way to do it. I kind of wish I had another phone, man. I'd find the video and I'd shoot you either a thing on Instagram or whatever, and I'd show you exactly what I was talking about. Hey, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Renee, I love you, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me, sir. You won't be getting a boat from me because, as you know or may suspect, I am a poor person. I don't have any money. I fish in Colombia because I have a little plastic tub that I bought. Yeah, Russell, I hope that helps you out, bro. I really do. I really do hope it helps you out. I love to teach stuff fishing over here. I learn stuff from wherever I fish with. I fished with pros before. I fished with guys that are good enough that they could be pros. I learn a lot of stuff. New Mexico Pig Patrol has taught me a bunch of stuff. He taught me how to fish a Neko rig. And actually, to be honest with you, I didn't really fish a lot of plastic worms before I met New Mexico Pig Patrol. We started fishing in Florida and Georgia together. He taught me a lot about fishing on a Neko rig. He taught me a lot about dragging big worms, how to finesse fish when it's hot. Because, you know, he fishes in New Mexico. Mexico is a lot hotter than really anywhere I've lived, except for Texas. And Texas, I wasn't much of a bass angler in Texas. It wasn't like that we didn't bass fish, because we did. But like 99% of the time, we were fishing with live bait or cut bait. So we go get live minnows and stuff like that. I wasn't like Lake Fork Guy or Lunkers TV. We were out there on bass boats, and we were like killing it and whatever, and we were fishing stuff like that. So I learn a lot from wherever I fish with. So Russell, I have no problem teaching you how to do stuff, buddy. Part of the thing that I really like about my YouTube channel, about being a YouTuber, about doing this, other than the fact that I get to meet all kinds of cool people, and you know, sometimes I get to meet people where I get deals on stuff. Like if I want to buy like this kayak, you know, I bought this kayak and I bought another identical kayak for like 400 bucks from one of my cool subscribers, this guy named Dean. You know, Dean reached out to me and he's like, hey brother, I'm upgrading, because Dean fishes like Blackwater and Eastern Shore. Like, you want to buy these yaks? I was like, hell yeah, I want to buy these yaks. I got both of these boats for 400 bucks. That's a good deal. And I wound up giving the other one, not giving the other one, I wound up not selling, but giving the other kayak to another guy that works with me, Renee, New Mexico Pig Patrol, that's up there in Delaware. What kind of kayak you got, Russ? You got like a Hobie or something like that? Because I gotta be honest with you, I know kayaks are expensive. One of my other buddies, guy's got a channel, and he's a way bigger YouTuber than me. A guy named channel's Way of Fishing, like WAE of Fishing, and he's like a pro kayaker / kayak fisherman. And he's got way more subs than me. He's way more popular. Crashing light tack. Yeah. I did a video with him on his channel where I was getting like information before I bought a kayak. And between me and him talking, it was like, bro, you know what? He's like, you should get that Bonafide. I'm like, what's the deal with the Bonafide? And he was like, oh, let me tell you about it. He's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, bro, I was just talking to him last night. I was actually fishing in Delaware, and he hit me on Instagram, and he's like, bro, I gotta talk to you about something, give me a call. So I called him, and I'm pretty sure Way of Fishing is gonna be up here probably the next couple weeks, and him and his son are gonna be up here with me somewhere fishing for snakeheads. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to get one of the bona fides like he was talking about, bro. That sounds like a Cadillac, man. That's what I need. Listen, I'm lazy. Maybe I'm a little bit bougie or whatever. You know, I'm from New Jersey and whatnot. I lived in a trailer park plenty of my life. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I'm not kind of white trash, because I kind of am. I'm kind of low rent. These other guys, they know me. You know what I mean? I don't need a lot of cool high-speed stuff. But what I do need is, I don't need to fall into the water. That I don't need. I don't need to fall into the water, number one. And number two, I need to be able to catch some fish. Yeah, they look good, man. Yeah, I just talked to, like I said, last night I was on the phone with Way. He's a good dude. He definitely wants to get on his first snakehead. I'm going to try to facilitate that. And it's the strangest thing, because he told me that their snakeheads, SS-127, seem very stable. Yeah. He told me that their snakeheads all in the James River. And if you watch Way of Fishing, you know he fishes like the James River, and he fishes around Richmond in that area. And he fishes saltwater a lot. And there's two things he told me that, believe it or not, he's never caught. One is a fluke. He's never caught a fluke / flounder or whatever. And as many redfish and stripers as I've seen that guy catch, basically the same way you catch fluke. It's shocking he's never caught one of those. The other one's a snakehead. And he's told me, and a lot of other people have told me, Northern Virginia and even Richmond and the James River was all loaded with snakeheads. And he still can't manage to do it. So he's like, hey bro, I got this thing, thinking about doing it. My sister lives up there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I got you. You helped me out with my kayak thing. You know, you're the man. You know a lot of stuff about fishing, blah, blah, blah. Let's do it. So Warren's probably going to be up here in the next month at some point. I'm going to plan it out. Like I said, talk to him. We'll get it done. And then I got something else with two of the other really bigger YouTubers. Two of the bigger Maryland YouTubers. Not the biggest one, which is obviously Run Rod, which I don't know how the hell. Hey, thanks to Mexico Pig Patrol. Later, Chris. I'll see you, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother. You know what, brother? I don't know what I'm going to do with the current yak. I like the current yak. What I might do is, because I know I've told these guys on this channel plenty of times, I'm moving out to Delaware. And I have a lake basically in my neighborhood in Delaware. In Delaware, more so even than Maryland, is absolutely loaded with freaking snakeheads. I mean, Lum's Pond, if you guys are familiar with Delaware, Lum's Pond, Beck's Pond, Garrison's Lake, they're freaking all over the place. Snakeheads are in the mid-Atlantic are just all over the place. They ain't going nowhere. So I'm kind of thinking like, well, you know, if I keep my little plastic yak, I can kind of do stuff I can't really do with my pedal drive, where I'm not worried about, you know, my plastic yak. I'm not really worried about running it on the ground and taking it into pads. And you know, I know me. If I drop $5,000 on a kayak and it's a pedal drive and everything, and I put that thing on and I put it and I screw up like one of the little flipper things or whatever and some pads, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. And my wife's gonna be pissed, and it's gonna cost me money to replace it. So I might have different kayaks for different situations. I might have the pedal drive for when I want to fish on the salt, and I might keep this little plastic guy when I want to do stuff locally. And then I'm also trying to get my kids into it too. So my oldest son is 13. He's old enough to be on a kayak. Except he doesn't really like being on the YouTubes. He don't like being on the internet. You know, he doesn't really talk like I can, where I could just basically talk about nothing for like an hour and a half. Hour and 39. I can just bullshit and talk and talk and talk. So he don't like being on camera. He's a shy guy. But I'm trying to get him into kayaking too. Eventually, or maybe one of my other kids. Oh Jesus! I just crashes. See, stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I have experience in a kayak now, but I still suck. So if you guys felt that and you heard that, that was me smacking the kayak into the freaking seawall over here by Wilde Lake, because clearly I still don't really know what I'm doing. So if I were to do that in a fiberglass boat, I was fishing in salt water and I just laid out like $5 grand for that, I'd have been fucking pissed. Anyway, you guys are still here. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you sticking with me. I really appreciate the watch hours. It was an awesome night tonight. We managed to catch a nice bass. It was a good time. I had a good time bullshitting with you guys. I got guys that are watching me in Colombia, which is awesome. Colombia is loaded with fishermen, and you know, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. I know you guys are really happy here. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. I'll catch y'all next week, man. I'm gonna probably do a live stream next week. See y'all.